Yeah, right here. How you all doing? Yeah, if you want to know where I got it from, I went down to Tulsa, Oklahoma. Been there twice. Greenwood District. That's where I got the hat. I got the sweatshirt, I got some pants. I got some books and a couple of other things. How are you all doing today? Me, I am absolutely fabulous. And if you are not doing fabulous, if you are not having a great day, I highly recommend that you fix your day. And the only reason that you're not having a good day is because of what you're thinking about. Whatever that may be, it's because of what you're thinking about. Mind over matter. Mind over matter. I hope you all been learning some great things this month. Yes. And it really should be every single day. But seeing that it's Black History Month, it is our hopes that you learn something every day. And for all of the people of the world, particularly white people, that they call Caucasians, Black history is white history. History is history. Just like white history, Caucasian history is history for all. You have the history of the Philippines. That history is for all. You have the history of China. That history is for all. You have the history of Africa, history of Japan. That history is for all. So yeah, so while you're celebrating Black History Month, celebrate yourself for learning something new. That's right. Celebrate yourself for learning something new. Now, it would be a shame if you did not learn something during this fantastic month. That would be a shame. But seeing the intelligent people that you are, we know that you've learned something. Okay? How you all doing this cold weather? How are you all doing this cold weather on the East Coast? Here in the Midwest, we already know what it's like. We already know that it's going to be cold. We already know that it's going to be freezing. We already know to have your car half full of gas. Okay. Turn on the heat. Turn up. Turn up. Yeah. Got to turn up here in the Midwest. But on the East Coast, I know that those 0 below weather temperatures is really something new to them, because it really doesn't get that cold in New York City. But according to the reports, there has been 18 people found dead. The latest one on the top of his roof, carrying some groceries. How do you be on your roof of your apartment carrying groceries? I wonder about that story. I really wonder about that story. You on your roof is sub-zero weather in the Bronx because this weatherman died. You on the roof of your apartment with some groceries in the Bronx. I don't get it. I don't get it, but the reports that they give you in that aspect is really only speculations, right? Because they don't even know what happened. They just found the man. DEAD, unalived. Damn. So all of you out there who have had family members on the East Coast, South Carolina, North Carolina, Memphis, people have died. I send my condolences out to you right now. And it's a shame that happened. Yeah. When you want someone to give your family some form of decency, of respect, even if you didn't know them, but the tragedy that they went through, yeah, we're all human beings here. We're all, we bleed red, but it's really blue-green, but we all bleed red. We all got bones. We all got fingernails. We all got eyeballs. We all have a mouth. We got ears. Respect life. Value life. I know that many people have been taught to hate another section of a people for the color of their skin. That's sad. That is also a tragedy. A psychological tragedy. Yeah. But the very same people that you go to vote for are the very same people who help continue the psychological tragedy. Yeah, they continue it. Perpetuate it. Look at who we got in the office. Yeah, the Oval Office, which we're going to get to in a minute. Yesterday, they had the Super Bowl. The halftime show with Bad Bunny bringing Puerto Rican culture over there in San Francisco. Halftime show. You had the congas, you had the trees, everything was colorful. You had melanated people everywhere. You had Bad Bunny singing some words that we don't even understand what he was saying. That's 100. If you don't understand Spanish, you really don't understand the man. Yeah. Now, that's interesting. Because if you go over to Boricua, to Puerto Rico, you find some people over there that look just like me that don't speak a lick of English. Yeah, that look just like me that don't speak a lick of English. And I think that place is called Lucia. Yeah, trust me. My former wife is Boricua. Yeah. Anyway, I bring that to a head because of TPUSA, Turning Point USA. Now, you had this guy over here, Bad Bunny, who in the Super Bowl halftime had what? He had culture. He gave you an idea of what it's like on the island. And then when you go to TPUSA, you got Kid Rock, the racist, the bigot. Yeah, when I was down there in Nashville, I wouldn't even go to his place. Is it Nashville? Yeah. I wouldn't even go to his place. He got a restaurant, bar, rock and roll thing. Yeah. Right there in Nashville, on the strip. I had refused to go in there. Why should I support someone who don't like me? in the way that he does. And you got some people who look like me that love him. Or they are on the same team, like that bishop down there in Florida. Bishop Calvin. Yeah, you know, the great MAGA lover, you know. But needless to say, who we got out here? Is there any Michael Myers around? Grahammersden. Shouts out to Grahammersden. It's my birthday. A girl, K2U. Shouts out to A girl, K2U, and everybody out there. Wish you a happy birthday. Happy birthday. Have you ever thought of becoming a mock miser? Nah, I haven't did that. Hammerden 4130. No, I haven't thought about that. It's my birthday. I gave you a shout out. Penguin, what's going on? Franklin from GTA. No way. Hey, I want to thank you all for being here. And if this is your first time chiming into the channel, we ask that you do what? Smash the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell, the word all, so that you can ensure to get some notifications when we upload videos here on YOUTUBE. You know, those condiments, the like and the share are important, okay? It helps this channel gets through the algorithm a little bit more. So we appreciate that. Now, this Kid Rock guy, you know, what presentation did you have over there at Turning Point USA versus what you had at Super Bowl 60? Did you see the difference? Not only that, Turning Point USA gave their favorite artist, Kid Rock, who has a song that is addressing sexual assault on minors. Yeah, Kid Rock, you know, Turning Point USA head guy, has a song talking about sexually molesting minors. It amazes me how the Republican Party, that at one point, which they say stood for Christianity and values, but now it stands for pedophilia, pedophiles. Yeah, the Republican Party right now, full of pedophiles. We're going to get to that in a minute. So how did you all enjoy the Super Bowl? I told you no. Yes. Yeah, I did tell you. I did tell you that the Seattle Seahawks had a great chance of winning because of a new pope came into office over there at the Vatican. And according to residents who live in Washington, this is where I got it from, you know. The people that I hang with in Washington told me that Seattle was going to win. And I told you the good odds of them winning and why. So it is our hopes that if you did make a bet yesterday, that you bet it on Seattle. Okay? They won. But back to this halftime thing, because you got a lot of MAGA lovers out there that was kind of disappointed at the numbers. At the numbers that Kid Rock received for Turning Point USA versus Bad Bunny. Did you see the outcome of those numbers? People are tired of people like Kid Rock and Turning Point USA here in America. In fact about it, to put it this way, Bad Bunny put a smashing on Turning Point USA halftime alternative show. Yeah, and I know that DJT, Donald J. Trump, I know he was watching. I know he was watching. And I know that he felt some kind of way that a Puerto Rican man from a nigger island, and I got to speak it like it is, because that's how he look at you, black people. He look at you as a nigger. We're going to get to that in a minute. Don't tell me that I'm wrong. Look at what he put up about Michelle Obama and Barack Obama. Don't tell me that he don't look at you as a nigger. He look at you as a monkey, even though, what do you hear many white men say? I'll be a monkey's uncle. Duh! You got that? They will be a monkey's uncle. Now, why they want to be a monkey's uncle? Maybe because they come from monkeys. Do they? They want you to think that you came from monkeys. Why can't you think that they came from monkeys? In fact about it, if you shave a monkey with some clippers and everything, right? What does that monkey look like? Don't look like nobody like me. I'm just saying. So maybe there's some truth in I'll be a monkey's uncle. Okay. Yeah. Don't look like us at all. And who was Tarzan? I'm just saying now. Hey, yo, la dia. Hey, what's going on? Shouts out to AYOLAADADED. Oh, you know the yo. Shouts out to you. Donald Trump, not cooked. Stop with the fake headings. Man, Donald Trump is cooked. We're going to get to that in a minute. Don't worry about it. Donald Trump is cooked. The man is cooked. We got a MAGA lover in the building, and we respect you for being in the building. We respect you for being in the chat room. We appreciate your comments with respect. Because over here, we respect everybody. We don't care if you turn the point USA. We don't care if you're a Christian or Muslim or a Catholic or a Judas. You know, we don't care as long as you're respectful, okay? And anybody out there that's being disrespectful, for those people that are respectful, yeah, you got the right to get them out of here, okay? That's right. I said it. You got the right to get them out of here. We don't want that over here. This platform is not for argument. We speak truth. Now, we may have some difference in what we think or what we know, but we have to stay respectful. I hate when I get messages that is held up for review because someone wants to be an idiot. This is the age that we're living in, the age of idiots and pedophiles. I'm just saying. Now, yeah, the Super Bowl halftime. I think that Bad Bunny did a great job. Kid Rock, on the other hand, ain't did so good. And Kid Rock is known for calling black people niggers. Kid Rock is known for that. If you didn't know, now you know. Did you expect anything less from Kid Rock with Lee Bryce over there? With Gabby, Gabby B over there? Did you expect anything else? And all of the MAGA lovers over there. Did you expect anything else versus Ricky Martin and Lady Gaga? Yeah, we had a ball on this side of halftime, okay? We had a ball on this side of the halftime. And yes, we're getting right into it with Donald Trump, seeing that we got these MAGA lovers out here. And like I said, that's cool. But make sure that you do one thing. Even if you disagree, make sure you smash the subscribe button, okay? I like it when I have respectful MAGA people in the chat room. And that way we can have an intelligent conversation. But the disrespect, we're not having it. We prefer you to leave from the chat room and not even give you any energy. So your words will just not be seen by me at all. So be respectful, okay? King Martin Luther. Oh, okay, I guess they being funny. Modern day dunce cap. Oh, I got a dunce cap because it says Black History, because it says Black Wall Street. It's a dunce hat. Am I supposed to have a MAGA hat on? Am I supposed to have a Turning Point USA hat on? No, I have Black Wall Street hat on, okay? You got a problem with that? You can exit yourself out of the chat room. You look like Tupac. Okay, thanks for the compliment. Assalamu alaikum, Brother Shahid Arif. Shouts out to Brother Shahid. You're from Pakistan. That's what it is. I'm glad that you're tuning in. I'm from Chicago, the Windy City, concrete jungle, city of gangsters is where I'm from. I've never been over to Pakistan, but maybe one day I'll get there. Yeah, I plan to visit that country. Yeah. Are they fighting with you all right now? The Israelis, are they fighting with you all right now? Because there are some things that they're not showing us here in America. Lou Weaver, I do idiot. Shouts out to Lou Weaver in the building. Okay, they are bombing. Okay. Please play songs. Tupac, Black Jesus. I hate Israel. Uh-oh. Hey, man. It is what it is. It is what it is. It is my hopes that the universal God, whom you call Allah, will help you get out of that situation. For real. And I hope your family is safe. Pasha 6057. Well, hell, you don't like them either? Pasha, you don't like them either, huh? Well, I don't like this administration that I'm dealing with over here in America. I don't like the administration that I'm dealing with here over in America because we got mad problems over here, okay? Are you Muslim? I'm born a Muslim. By nature, I'm a Muslim. Yes. I'm a Christian. I'm a Hebrew, all of that. Because all of that came from me, okay? Straight up. Before you even had someone thinking about that they were a Muslim, you know, we were just what we were, you know. We don't want to go off into the historical lesson on that, not on this live right now, because we got a lot to say about Donald Trump being cooked. But yes, I am a Muslim. Yes. What's 1+2? Okay, we got a Trump fan out here. Only problem is the Democrats and illegals. Okay, Dustin, outlaw, what it is. Shouts out to Dustin, you all. Shouts out to Dustin. Thank all of you MAGA lovers for being out here, okay? Because your boy is cooked. Yeah, your boy is cooked. Donald Trump is cooked. Why do you think Donald Trump is raising so much hell? Why do you think Donald Trump is placing all of these distractions in front of the American people and the world? Because Donald Trump is cooked. Yeah. Anytime you can place some monkeys on the screen in the first week of Black History Month, and then when asked, will you apologize for that? He said, no, I didn't make a mistake. He didn't say he wasn't apologizing. Nope. He just said, I didn't make a mistake. So he answered the question. Just read the writing on the wall, and let's not make mistakes for this white supremacist. Let's not make mistakes for this neo-Nazi. Let's not make the mistake for the president who has been named over 38,000 times in the Jeffrey Epstien files, the sex trafficking ring of America. Donald Trump made history, not only destroying America, but he made history by being in those Epstein files with Steve Bannon, with Elon Musk, with Howard Lutnick, and a whole bunch of other characters. Okay? Now, the Democrats with this oversight committee think they got going on. Jasmine Crockett said, we're going to get his ass. Donald Trump knows that he's cooked. But when you can go to another country, and this is how you know he's cooked. When you can go to another country, take all their oil resources and put it in your bank account and kidnap the man, okay, and hold him legally. Because Congress ain't said nothing about it. The UN ain't said nothing about it. This man is taking anything and everybody with him because he knows he's going down. You can't. We're waiting. The American people is waiting to hear Donald Trump call black people a nigger. We are waiting for that. Do you think he'll do it? Do you think he'll ever say it on camera? Do you think that someone may be secretly recording him while he's saying such an evil, dirty, nasty, barbaric thing? Yeah, Donald Trump is finished. All of these people are over him. Yeah, like ants on a piece of cookie. Yeah. Any and everybody. Donald Trump even tried to throw Bill Clinton under the bus. Do you hear me? And Hillary like, oh, no, you're not. Hillary like, no, you're not. What information that you need? You know, yeah, we're gonna do this. We want the court proceedings or the hearings to be public. Yeah, not closed doors. We want to go public. And everybody else that was subpoenaed to the court, like Pam Bondi, who really should have a warrant for her arrest because she have not paid heed to the subpoena. But, that's Donald Trump girl, Oh, don't worry about it. Hey, if this is your first time chiming in, we ask you all to smash up the subscribe button, smash up the likes, and share the information with relatives, friends, co-workers, anyone that you come into contact with. It is a magnificent way to jumpstart your conversation this Black History Month. Okay? Now, getting back to Donald Trump. He's cooked. You know that girl, Ghislaine Maxwell? You know that girl, right? Yeah. And what did they call her? They called her a monster. Did y'all see the reports? They called her a monster, and that she should stay in jail. These are politicians that's on the oversight committee. They brought her before the committee, and she said, I'm invoking my Fifth Amendment. I ain't saying nothing. However, I'll talk to y'all when I get some clemency. She said, I will talk to y'all when I get some clemency here. Now, she has been sentenced to 20 years. Now, she is the key. Ghislaine Maxwell, along with others, whose name was redacted. However, the DOJ is releasing other files to the Oversight Committee. We want to get to the bottom of this. And what did the Oversight Committee say? We want to give justice to the victims. In order to give justice to the victims, you all have to arrest Donald Trump. Now, within half of the files, his name is mentioned over 38,000 times. Could you imagine how many more times his name is mentioned in the other half of the files? We just saying. And if Ghislaine Maxwell end up like Jeffrey Epstein, the world knows that Donald Trump did it. Now, you all have to be reminded that Donald Trump was already sued in regards to sexually assaulting a minor before he got into his first term. He was messing with Jeffrey Epstein then. They killed Jeffrey Epstein in 2019, something like that, right? So right after Jeff Epstein, Jeffrey got killed. Was he killed before or after? I think he was killed after Donald Trump got elected. Would that be correct? They found him hanging in his cell after Donald Trump got elected. Shahid, what's going on? Black Panther, what about it? Trump 2028. If this oversight committee get what they want, there won't be no 2028 for Donald Trump. No way. And besides, he can't run no more. No way. He's already had 2 terms now. He's finished. I don't understand what you all don't understand about he can't be reelected. What he's going to do, run for vice president and then running from behind that position? He wouldn't have that position. He wouldn't be a vice president. He's a narcissist. Okay? So there would be no Donald Trump, not unless you're saying that Donald Trump is bigger than the U.S. Constitution. And I don't think that Donald Trump is bigger than the U.S. Constitution. But then again, with the actions that he's been displaying and executing, you may think that. But that's because he got the House in his pocket. He got the Supreme Court in his pocket. Can you imagine if the playing fields were leveled fields? I'm just saying. If the playing fields were leveled, which they are about to be, yeah. You know how they say this is the age of Aquarius? This is the age of justice. This is the age of justice. And I don't see how all of you MAGA lovers continue to love this man, despite the fact that he's a pedophile. And it's on record. On record. Okay? And what did that 13-year-old girl say? She bit his penis. She bit his penis. And she was like 13, 14 years old. And Donald Trump gave her one in the face. And then she got beat up by Epstien later. I'm just saying. Yeah. You know that Secretary of Commerce, that Howard Lutnick dude? Yeah, him. Oh. Yeah, he needs to be subpoenaed too. Okay. He needs to be subpoenaed too. Elon Musk needs to be subpoenaed. Mr. Doge, the Department of Government Efficiency. Yeah, that dude. Yeah, he needs to be subpoenaed. You see. Steve Bannon, who interviewed Jeffrey Epstein, needs to be subpoenaed. What do you think? There's absolutely no proof. Come on, man. How can you all say that? And you old as hell. Which record? Man, see, this is what I hate about these MAGA lovers. These trolls. You are that brainwashed as a person. You are that brainwashed as a person that you refuse to even see the facts when they're right in black and white from the Department of Justice. You are that brainwashed. Are you telling me, MAGA lovers, that you love criminality, that you love sex trafficking children? Do you think, MAGA lovers, that Ghislaine Maxwell is going to live? Or do you think that she's going to end up like Epstien? Donald Trump has a serious decision to make. And if something goes wrong with Ghislaine Maxwell, somebody is going to snitch. Somebody is going to snitch. And right now, the evidence is right there. You MAGA lover who going to ask me the question about which record. If you have to ask me about which record in regards to your own party member, I think that you need to do some more homework. Right? I think you need to do some more homework if you were to ask me a basic question like that. Like, I don't have no common sense. But when you're brainwashed, like Donald Trump have these MAGA lovers brainwashed, you can't think for yourself. You can't think for yourself because someone else has you under their spell. In fact about it, all of you MAGA lovers out there, let me ask you one question. Do you know what secret society that Donald Trump belongs to? Let's see you know that, MAGA lovers. Let's see if you know what I know, seeing that I'm misinformed in everything. What secret society does Donald Trump belong to? Can you tell me, MAGA lovers? Can you tell me, MAGA supporters? Of course, it's white supremacy. But what club does he belong to? Because I can tell you, in fact about it, I've told you many times before. Obviously, you haven't been watching this platform. Take that sticker off your hat. What sticker? Oh, there? That the sticker there? No, we ain't taking that off. We ain't taking none of that off. It don't come off. It's ingrained, stitched in. For all of you haters out there, I'm sorry that you're not black, okay? I'm sorry that you're jealous of my melanin. I'm sorry that, you like pedophiles. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry about that. What do you think about Israel? What about Israel, man? We're not talking about Israel right now. Israel, even though they have a relationship with Donald Trump, because Donald Trump comes from a Zionist background. But that's a whole nother conversation. We're not talking about Israel. We're talking about Donald Trump, okay? The pedophile. The Mr. Epstien man, okay? The sex trafficking king, Donald Trump. Yeah, we're talking about him right now. Whatever's going on in Israel, we as Americans have our own problem right now. And that problem is Donald Trump. Not Israel, but Donald Trump. And we as American people, we need to see this guy on a chain gang. Yeah, let's see Donald Trump in a chain gang. And it was so sad that they had him in his clutches when they arrested him, but he never spent the day in jail, but he got 34 felonies. And he's been previously convicted. Well, he made a settlement of pedophilia before he took his first term. Okay? These are the people that we're dealing with. And all of those pedophiles that's in the Republican Party is trying to hide him, trying to keep him safe. Ghislaine Maxwell, Elon Musk, Steve Bannon, Howard Lutnick. Oh, they know too. See, they got secrets too because they was there with him on the island. Yeah, Bill Gates. The walls are going to come crumbling down. You know how they say, London Bridge is falling down, falling down. No, America is falling down, falling down, falling down. Straight down the tubes. And Donald Trump is at the helm of the fall of America. Elon Musk paid $290 million to get that man into office. And despite the fact that him being a felon, he suckered some of the American people. Suckered. Or really, or did he really sucker them? Or were they like that anyway? Meaning racists and bigots. I'm just saying. Now, what's up, Haas? Yeah, I'm talking to that big YouTuber. What's up, Haas? Vote for Donald Trump. What's up, Haas? Hey, I love you, man. Thanks for all the information that you give us. But Haas, that wasn't some good information, bro. You're my Muslim brother, but that was some fake information. You know how Donald Trump say fake news? Well, yeah, he's fake. He's not for the people. But you, Haas, told the people to vote for this chump. Yeah, you told people to vote for this chump. I haven't heard you say nothing about how he made the Obamas look like monkeys. I ain't heard you say nothing, Haas. Now, I like you, man. You know, sometimes, because sometimes you can be disrespectful, you know. But for the most part, you know, you do what you do, okay? But I know that you want to be yourself, but you can't right now. Anyway, so yeah, all of you MAGA lovers out there, how you feeling right now? How can you protect a predator? Look, let me ask you a question. If your next door neighbor was a child predator, what would you do? What would you do if your next door neighbor was a child predator? Would you put the whole community on alert? You know, you know, would you force him out of the neighborhood? Yeah. Wouldn't you force him out of the neighborhood? I mean, he got to move. Move from the Oval Office into a jail cell. The only thing that's keeping Donald Trump free right now is money. Money and the power backing of pedophiles. Yeah. Even a lot of Catholic priests, you know, some of them are pedophiles. So you got politicians and priests, pedophiles. PP, pedophiles. Where is my whistle right now? Maybe I need a whistle right now so I can alert my neighbors that there's a pedophile in the neighborhood, like those ICE protesters do with their whistle. Should all Americans get a whistle and blow it for pedophilia? Hey, this dude has got to go. Donald Trump is cooked. Do you hear me? He's cooked. He's a racist. He's a bigot. He's a criminal. He's a sexual assault on children. He's a child trafficker. And y'all know it. And you know it. But you know what? Yeah, when it rains, it pours. And right now, Ghislaine and all of those people that I mentioned to you earlier, like Steve Bannon, you know, Howard Lutnick, you know, the Clintons, like I said, we're going to do this public. Everybody knows. If I'm not mistaken, they're scheduled to have their oversight hearing committee on the 27th of this month. I'm just saying. And then you got the other elections coming up, like March 2nd, somewhere around there. Where are you going to be? Huh? They've been talking about having ICE agents at the polls. Could you believe that? Could you believe that? ICE agents at the polls. This man is doing any and everything. Let me get some water here. This man is doing any and everything to stay in office. And while he's in office, he's not only bringing himself down, because he's bringing himself down. Yeah. Too many witnesses. You can't kill them all. And if they just come up missing some kind of way, well, you know who did it. And you know why. And you know why. But you refuse to accept the idea. You can't wrap it around your head that this man is a sexual predator on children. Hell, some of you have family members right now that have sexual predators on children. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Especially if, what they call a hillbilly today. Y'all know how that goes. Because it's a lot of incest, that goes on there. And it's consensual. Sometimes. I'm just sometimes. Yeah. Trump 2028. I don't see these people 2028. I mean, do y'all know the Constitution? Do you know anybody, any president that had more than 2 terms after the fact that it was written in the Constitution? I don't think y'all count very well. Y'all count well, or do you know the Constitution? Bad Bunny was amazing. Bad Bunny was dope. Bad Bunny was dope. Like I said, I couldn't understand what he was saying all the time. But it was a dope halftime show, okay? Better than TPUSA, And that's just not me. Just look at the numbers, okay? Don't argue with me. Argue with the numbers that the people left who was viewing, Don't argue with me, okay? Yeah, it was dope. Yeah, you don't know what dope mean? You don't know what dope mean? Are you a MAGA lover? It's got to be a MAGA lover. And obviously, you're not an old school kind of guy. Yeah, I'm old school. And I'm glad that I'm old with the troll that says, you old as hell. Yeah, I'd rather be old as hell than young and not knowing a whole lot of things about life. And if you are an older person, maybe you should expand your scope of perception. I'm just saying. Do a Diddy joke, man. I want to laugh. Diddy! Hey, Diddy was on that fly island too now. Hey, no Diddy jokes. No Diddy jokes. Diddy jokes is a bad joke because Diddy was another Epstien. In a way, In a way, Diddy was somewhat like Epstien. So, give you a joke about Diddy, that would be respectful to the victims. Yeah, that wouldn't be good, man. That wouldn't go well. Okay, fine, dope. Some people don't even make it to old age. How is that an insult? Ha ha. Shouts out to CS Max. Shouts out to you. Diddy new rap name is Little Epstien. Yeah. I feel you out there. Dylan. Let's make sure Democrats win the House and Senate this November. Yeah, they're going to win it. They're going to win it. And trust me, when they win it, Hopefully it'll be before then. Trump will be, he's cooked, man. He's cooked. When he first came in, you saw how they was trying to restructure districts and states so that he can continue to stay in power. Yeah. Another racist move, okay? Another racist move. According to Tim Scott said that, yeah, the black Republican, the only black Republican, Tim Scott, that's, you know, the Senate, you know what I'm saying, said that that was the most racist thing that he's ever seen from the White House. And I'm sure that Tim Scott has seen a lot of racist things happen in the White House by him being the only black senator, Republican. I'm sure he's seen and heard a lot of racist stuff. But for currency, a paycheck, he can't talk too much. Despite the fact that he knows the racist intentions of the administration. But Tim Scott can't tell you what those racist intentions are. And really, if you're a racist or a bigot like Donald Trump, he has publicly told Americans, that he's a racist. He said that he didn't make a mistake. And he ain't apologizing for nothing. He was the secret staffer that uploaded, you know, on True Social. He was a secret staffer. Could you imagine anyone else having access to Donald Trump's social sites? I'm just saying. And all of these MAGA lovers out here want to keep people under the illusion of how they've been brainwashed. They've been brainwashed. And like I said, if they haven't been brainwashed, that means that they are the root of what he is. What? If they were not brainwashed, they are the root of what he is. And what is he? He's a devil. That's from his actions. And the whole world here in America see his actions, hear about his actions, or those that they let us know that he do or execute. Now, I want to ask the MAGA lovers and I want to ask the non-MAGA lovers, okay? I want to ask everybody out there in the chat room, do you all think that Donald Trump is a racist? Yes for one, put 1 for yes and 2 for no. Do you think that Donald Trump is a racist? Oh, what's up, Destiny? Shouts out to Destiny in the building. 2-1, 2-1. Okay, so the count is about even. Yes, he's a racist. If I can press 1, yeah, mine would be 1. Okay, I put 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. The man has specifically told you that he's a racist, and yet you still don't say that he's a racist. Would you say that Charlie Kirk was a racist? For the MAGA lovers? Can the MAGA lovers say Charlie Kirk was a racist? I mean, him and Donald Trump on the same side, okay? They're on the same side. I mean, and it seems to me that the Republican Party, have you seen this crew? Y'all know Donald Trump crew, meaning his administration. All of them racist. All of them racist. I even think Tim Scott is racist. I even think Tim Scott is racist. But I ain't blaming the man for trying to have a job, okay? We all got to eat, okay? We all got to eat, you know? Could you imagine the information that Tim Scott has? Could you imagine that? Yes, right. KKK all the way. KKK all the way. Appreciate you. Shouts out to Bob out there, you all. Jesse Jackson racist. Okay. Okay. Now, I'm not going to go into that too much. The man said Jesse Jackson racist. Who said that there? Robin Wyckoff. Sound like you German or something, okay? Okay, Mr. Wyckoff. Or Mrs. Wyckoff. No, how can Jesse Jackson be a racist? He don't have no power to impede upon the freedom and the benefits of another people. How can he be racist? I'm just saying. You know. Anybody out there? Yeah, we don't give you that time like that, man. He used to hang with Don King. Destiny, are you? Destiny, are you? Okay. You're still on the plantation. Man, everybody here is on the plantation. Non-conformist. We all on the plantation. If you don't think that going to work every day, 9 to 5, like clockwork, you don't control nothing. You don't control a thing. Not even your own mind. Because you are influenced through TV, right? Or something. We all slaves. We're all slaves on this plantation in the United States of America. We are all slaves. So don't tell me that I'm still on the plantation. It's sad to know that you don't know that you're on the plantation. That's the sad part about it. That you don't know that you're on the plantation. Anybody out there think that they're not on the plantation? If you don't know that, you know, maybe you need to catch up. Get you some Heinz. I'm just saying. It's not a difficult question. What's the question? Leav. Lev. What's the question, Lev? Oh, maybe talking to Destiny. Okay. I do what and when I want. Okay. You do what and when you want? Okay. Well, I guess you like me then. I refuse to be a slave, even though we're living on a plantation. You know, you have house niggers and you got field niggers. I'm one of those field niggers, okay? I ain't conforming to slavery. I may have to live in it, but I ain't conforming to it, okay? And if you conform to slavery, well, you know, that's your option, you know. I just say, good luck. Good luck. I'm going the other way, okay? Just like when I see ice, I'm going the other way. They not it for me. And if this is your first time chiming into this channel, you all, we ask that you do what? Support the channel by smashing the subscribe button. Yes, that's the best way to support this channel. If you're feeling generous and you want to get a membership, you can. We have gold memberships and we have silver memberships. But primarily, we ask that you smash the subscribe button, smash the like button, and smash the share button, okay? We are working to get to 10,000 subscribers. And we want you to be a part of the journey as we reach that goal. Yeah, don't be a hater. Be a participator, okay? Smash the subscribe button. And I tip my hat to you all for being here, because you could have been somewhere else with someone else doing something else. But you decided to stop by here to see what we had to say, and we tip our hat to you. You delete comments, also like and subscribe. Hey, I appreciate you. That's what's up. Thumbs up to Jolena Tyborn. Shouts out to Jolena, you all. That's right. Marcus, Chicago, what it is. Woo, y'all. What it is, man. What side of town you from? I'm from the west side. But, you know, I live in the burbs right now. Yeah. From the west side, man. Jolena, hey. Marlon said hi. What's up, Marlon? Shouts out to Marlon. If y'all just chiming in, like I said, do you all think Donald Trump is a pedophile? Do you think Donald Trump is a pedophile? Press 1. If you think Donald Trump is not a pedophile, press 2. Me and KSO interviewed on the Mo Show. Oh, Marcus, I remember you, Channel 19. I got you, Marcus. Okay, Jolena. Jolena said that she pressed 1. Jenny said 2. So she don't agree that he's a pedophile. And Marcus said, yes, sir. So Jenny Cook, why do you think Donald Trump is not a pedophile? Why do you think he's not a pedophile when he's hanging on the island with sex traffickers, which he's been a part of? With all of the evidence that's mounted against him, how can you say that he's not a pedophile there? How can you say that, Jenny? We are so fortunate to have President Trump. Why are we fortunate? Why are we fortunate, John? What has Donald Trump did for you? Why are we so fortunate to have him as a president? Hey, what's going on, Marlon? 1. Anybody out there think that we are fortunate to have Donald Trump as a president? President Obama bought how much pizza? I'm not saying, oh, I know about the pizza scam, okay? But we're not talking about Obama right now, okay? Now, I know that he had an international court date and everything, but see, a lot of that stuff been swept under the rug, but I understand about the pizza scam. Trust me. That included Hillary and Bill, okay? I'm just saying. But we're not talking about that. All of that has been chop, 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 dismissed, case closed. But this case is open. And the Oversight Committee said that we want justice for the victims. Huh? Trump over Harris. I love Chicago by birthplace is there. That's what's up. Shouts out, Jolena. Yeah. So when the Oversight Committee says that they want justice for the victims, what do you think that means? Oh, they saying it's all over national TV. They not playing. And the world is not going to be mad. In fact, about it, I think that the United States should do what they did over there in England, okay? Do you know that they had a labor rebellion? A labor rebellion over there in England. Yeah, about that Lord Mandelson dude, okay? Who was caught up with Epstien. They like, we ain't going to work. We want him out of office. Now. And what did that Sir Starmer dude do? Yeah, so Sir Keir Starmer, yeah, y'all know what I'm talking about. Man, gave Lord Mandelson his papers like, man, you got to go. You got to step down. Yeah, we're going to hold court on you too. We're going to prosecute you too. And it's just not the United States and the UK. I say the UK, the US should do what the UK did. And a lot of other countries is joining the bandwagon because it's just not those people over there in England and just US, No, no, no. According to the victims, it's members from all over the world. Oh, we got a story to tell. Got a story to tell. Donald Trump is cooked. Ghislaine Maxwell is begging, trying to buy a pardon. Did you hear me? Trump like money, huh? She comes from money. Buy her pardon. And if she talks, do you know how many heads gonna roll? Maybe this is why Donald Trump is stealing all the money, so he can make an escape. I'm serious. So that he can make an escape. You know how they caught Diddy on this plane? You know how they caught Lil Durk on this plane? Yeah, they're going to catch Donald Trump on that big plane that, you know, the Arab man gave him, okay? Yeah, trying to escape judgment. Donald Trump is trying to escape judgment right now. But he won't let you, you know, escape no judgment. Nope. And he told you once again how he's a, you know. Who we got there? That was back when Ivanka was 12. Okay, that's what's up. I like the way you all participate and interacting in the chat room. That's what's up. We appreciate you. I mean, wasn't he his daughter? Every dog has his day, and it is Trump's day. I seen an interview of Trump said that if his daughter was his daughter, he would go out. Oh, if she wasn't his daughter, this was it's okay. It don't matter. He said he would go out with his own daughter. Damn, did y'all hear what Jolena said? Huh? Just think. Like I said, I want to reiterate on this question again, and I have to because it's very important. What would you do if you had a child predator stand next door to you? They let him in the White House. And people love him. How could you love a pedophile? I'm just saying. Yeah. It's more to this, you all. It's more to this. And I tell you, we're going to come back later on with this here, later on tonight. Allegedly. Yes, allegedly. Look. When your name, let me see here. Jolena. Yes, Jolena, allegedly. Allegedly. But what about the alleged record? What about the alleged record where he paid the lawsuit for sexual misconduct with a minor before he took office in his first term? What allegedly? That is on record. And if you, Jolena, are mentioned in the Epstien files over 38,000 times, and that's only half of the pages, would you say that you are a great participator of the empire of the sexual trafficking enterprise? Why would you be mentioned over 38,000 times and you ain't been there? Why should your name even come up? I'm just saying. Speaking of shots being fired, ears don't grow back. Man, I think all that was fake, you know. Now, that was fake news. He came in with distraction, okay? I was joking when I said that. Okay, I'm sorry, Jolena. I'm sorry. Does MAGA know the black budget has funded Trump gift of $3.3 billion from America. I don't like Trump. I don't like him either. And I'm sure that a lot of people don't like him either, Jolena and Dylan. Does Megan know that? Yeah. I mean, I don't know how much they donated, to his campaign, but I don't think that black MAGA lovers have common sense. That's just like saying you're a white supremacist, but you're going to join the Nation of Islam. I just don't understand, man. Love Trump. Jerry, why you love Trump? Shouts out to Jerry, by the way. CR7IS. I don't know. He's a creep, liar, racist. That's what's up, Lena. Dylan, his son started enjoying new companies that wanted to get into national security. Trump's budget that was passed gave his family $3.3 billion. And how much is he suing the IRS for? $10 billion. He'll settle for $10 billion, and he's going to get it. Not to mention all of the oil that he took from Venezuela and put into his bank account. Do we have to continue to go on with this criminal activity? The man is a criminal. There's no alleged. It's all on record. Could you imagine what these people are going to find out? It's doomsday for Donald Trump. But remember, you got to remember, when he goes down, he's bringing a whole lot of people down, or he's going to escape. Like Ron L. Hubbard. He's going to escape and go on a yacht, okay, and be lost at sea somewhere. Yeah. Because he can move around. And, the people that put him into office, like Elon Musk and, all of those, families, they can hide him. I mean, if people can hide Eric Snow, Donald Trump can hide, okay? I'm just saying. If Eric Snow can be hidden, Donald Trump can be hidden. I'm just saying. But he's guilty. And there will be no 2028 for Donald Trump. Gotta go. This is not the channel for me. Who said that? Jenny Cook. What's up, Jenny? Jenny, we not... Oh, she's a Trump lover. Okay, you don't want to be here? Great. Go to another channel. But we appreciate you for being here, okay? America for Trump. United States of the people. Folks need to wake up. That's what's up, Gardia. Up to 60% of all jobs will be lost in the next 5 years around the world by robotics. You would think for having secure borders. Yeah, in fact, about it, speaking of jobs, Donald Trump is targeting 50 more thousand. He's targeting 50 more thousand federal employees' jobs. Yeah. And trying to reclassify them so that he can fire them. Just like he just fired over the 300,000 government workers that he did when he came into office. I know y'all heard about that. He knows his time's... Yeah, he knows his time is coming. Why, when Trump was a Democrat, people... Man, look. Yes, this is true. This is very true, you all, for who didn't know. Sheep Watcher just gave you all some information if you didn't know. Gave us some information because I'm a part of this thing. Donald Trump was a Democrat back in the day. And I don't care who you are. The Democrats, they not in good standing either. But they better than Trump. Presently. Because you must remember, back in the day, it was the Democrats who helped created the Ku Klux Klan. So they might as well have been hanging with Trump right now. I'm just saying. Yeah, that's Black history. That's Black history. Democrats created the Ku Klux Klan. But people are crazy about the Democrats right now. They forgot about the fact that they helped create the Klan. But right now, we still got the Klan in office. We still got the Klan in office, just in a different party. All of them party together. Party. They party together. But people like Jasmine Crockett, people like Al Green, oh, he got to go. He got to go. And there's other Democrats that want him out too. But Jasmine Crockett and Al Green are most definitely on the front line. Yeah. You got all different type of people that's in the background and on the front line that don't get headlines, but they're on the front line. Not fighting for a democracy. Not fighting for a democracy, but fighting to get a criminal out of office. Remember, we don't live in a democracy here. We live in a republic. So they're fighting for the republic and to get the criminal out of office, to get the pedophile out of office, to get the bigot out of office who said that he didn't make a mistake. Jasmine Crockett is a buffoon. Well, she can be a buffoon. I know one thing. She want him out, okay? I know that much. Do you think that all of the people that want him out are buffoons? Do you think Al Green is a buffoon? Do you think all of those Democrats are buffoons? Not just Jasmine Crockett. You know, I don't think she's just speaking for herself. She's speaking for a lot of people. You see these people right here? Are they buffoons? Are those people right there buffoons right there? Huh? And those are white men. Those are white men that call Ghislaine Maxwell a monster. Are they buffoons? Are they lying? They want her to stay in prison. She is not getting out of jail. The only way she's getting out of jail is Donald Trump. That's the only way. And I don't think she's going to get out of jail. And I don't think he's going to give her a pardon, clemency, none of that. Now, what he could do, he could give her clemency. But with that clemency, there are stipulations to it. Meaning, if you ever say anything, we're going to kill you and your family. That's the stipulations to that. If he ever gives her a pardon. Right now, in her hearing with the Oversight Committee today, she did not say anything. She just invoked her Fifth Amendment. I ain't saying nothing. I want to talk to Donald Trump. That's what she did. She said, I ain't saying nothing. I want to talk to Donald Trump. All of her appeals been used and everything, but this habeas corpus thing that was just filed by her lawyer is what's keeping her. I want to talk to Donald Trump. The jig is up. The jig is up. Yeah, she about that. Yeah, she about that. Shuts out, Gardia. Yeah. Hey, you all. And by the way, well, maybe I'll say that story for later. I'll put that in my next live tonight. We'll be back later on tonight, though, on another live, by midnight. Y'all know the time I come in, okay? But we'll have another live tonight and Black History Month, because we've done enough talking about them right now. We did enough. So now it's time to read a book, read some other information, and get in tune, okay? And if you're into history or traveling, we want you to go over to my other channel, MOPOWERZ, seeing that it's Black History Month, and we have a lot of Black history over there just for you. If you're into audiobooks and you don't like to read, you're perfect for that channel, okay? Because we have audiobooks like Stolen Legacy. We have audiobooks like Black Man of the Nile and His Family, which is one of the best books that I've ever read in my entire life. From Babylon to Timbuktu, As a Man Thinketh, The Chronological Order from Alchemy to Wicca, The Demonology of King James, The Miseducation of the Negro, The World's 16 Crucified Saviors, The Fall of America, The Destruction of Black Civilization, The Message to the Black Man in America. Get yourself over there, Black History Month, MOPOWERZ. And while you're over there, you can take a trip with us. Take a trip with us to the Georgia Guidestones. Take a trip with us to Philadelphia. Yeah, downtown, Freedom Bell, We the People. Take a trip with us to York, Maine. Take a trip with us to New Hampshire. Take a trip with us to Massachusetts. Take a trip with us to Virginia. Take a trip with us to Washington, D.C., where I did a video right in front of the White House. Take a trip with us to Hilton Head in South Carolina. Take a trip with us to the National Civil Rights Museum. Yeah, in Memphis. Take a trip with us to the Black Holocaust Museum in Milwaukee. Take a trip with us, man. We're all over the place, discovering new things, having fun, meeting new people, but most importantly, Black history. So get yourself over there to that channel, MOPOWERZ. And if you are into Chicago, old school, hip hop, R&B, spoken word, Chicago street clips, comedy, get yourself over there to my channel, the third channel. I only have 3 channels. YouTube, I have 3 channels, not 4. When I type my information in, I got 4 channels. I have 3 channels, YouTube. And the third channel that I'm about to tell the people that's in the chat room about, THEMOSHOW Classics, all one word, no space, here on YOUTUBE. That's THEMOSHOW Classics, all one word, no space, where you can find Chicago comedy like Bernie Mac, like Deion Cole, like Diane Corder, like Snoop, not Snoop Dogg, but Snoop, like Shari Shari, like Dura Banks, like Quintella, like Reggie Reg. But we do have Lavelle Crawford and more comedians over there. THEMOSHOW Classics. If you are into old school rap music, we got Twister, we got Shauna, we got Do or Die, we got Triple Darkness, Drama War. Yeah, all of that. Psychodrama. Yeah, Crucial Conflict. Yeah, Mecca, Mano. Yeah, we got Mano over there too. When he came to Chicago and performed for us at the Rap Factory over here on Fullerton and Western. He's not from Chicago, but he performed there for us, and I was recording it and everything. We had a great night that night, so get yourself over there. We got High Pilot over there. We got Nomads over there. We got Official Business, Affiliated Fellas, Lunatic the Messiah, Big Taz. We got Ant Dub. Yeah, Raw Dog. Yeah, Galactic Boy Entertainment. Illa Flows, Killer Bloodline, Project Pat. If you're into independent movies, if you're into spoken word, we got Still Black Sea, we got Creative, we got Quintessential. We got 3 Man and the Mic. We got a lot of people over there. Get yourself over there. THEMOSHOW Classics. All one word. No space here on YOUTUBE. And on your way out the door, make sure that you all smash the subscribe button. Make sure that you hit the notification bell and the word all to help ensure that you get notifications when we upload videos here on YOUTUBE. And also press those condiments to like and to share. Share the information with relatives, friends, co-workers, anyone that you come into contact with. It is a magnificent way to jumpstart your conversation. What you say, Black history is American history. That is correct, Jolena. Black history is American history. Peace out, you all. Never ever give up on your DREAMS. Stay away from ice. And that's my time. I'll see you all later tonight.